Spider Machine lofts Swoop Coop into the air, almost into the dumpster. Iron Man drives over the Klingon, knocks him off. Oh, takes out Gallant Eterna on the way. Hammered Coop takes Creature out in one fell swoop. Some huge eliminations in the first half of main event number 1. Now it's time to see which 3 teams are gonna make it to the end. Hey everybody, it's Aaron Yonda. Welcome to the Junkyard Joust. Right now all 10 teams are still in this match, although a couple of them are hanging on by a thread with just one car. Everybody else about 2 or 3 apiece, except for the Thunderlords, who have 5 remaining. Let's head out into the Junkyard and joust. Evil Weevil is in position, sponsored by Track Buffer LLC. And here we go with round 3, starting out with the Thunderlords, who like to start out with Captain America, sponsored by Sid from Cybertron. Captain America sliding in at the front of the track. The running order is up. And here comes Cookie in the Sea Rescue Boat for Oops All Boats, sponsored by Sicken.
I thought so.
Cookie bouncing off the back of Captain America, goes flying off to the left. The boat goes flying off to the right. The boat makes a recovery. Cookie does not. Cookie lands face down in the grass. Taxi going down first for the drive-through demon, sponsored by Sloss Automotive Sachet and Buffet. Taxi hits the back of Captain America, does a little pop up in the air, kind of a wheelie, and then a twist. Goes back down on the track and locks it in as best as that light car can. Gonna take a hit now from Fuel and Fire, 78 grams for Massive Transit, sponsored by Brendan Walsh. Fuel and Fire tosses the taxi over Captain America, almost over into the crate. Doesn't quite make it, which is good for the taxi because it makes a recovery, has enough space to do that. Next up, it's going to be the Nitro Rider for Metal Machine, sponsored also by Sloss Automotive Sachet and Buffet. It's odd how sponsored cars often go back-to-back for different sponsors as Nitro Machine slots in behind Fuel and Fire. Randomness is funny sometimes, as anyone who watches the Joust knows. One of 2 remaining for Hired Muscle, Mustang Boss 302, sponsored by Judy Collins. Mustang Boss, wow, I thought it would take Nitro Rider off the track, but Nitro somehow stays locked in. And now so is Mustang Boss. Coming on down now, Skull Crusher for the Ice Pick, sponsored by Ellis Wurtenberger. Skull Crusher hits the line, can't make a dent, and goes up on the back of Mustang Boss and is perched there. Gonna get launched. Maybe not too hard though, it's just Iron Man coming down, sponsored by Chemical Knight. Iron Man does indeed. Wow, that was quite a launch. Did not expect that. And Skull Crusher flips over, looks like it's gonna be curtains, and then manages to make a recovery over by the crates. Good job there by Skull Crusher. Did not see that one coming. Wide Body Snatchers, Last Hope, Chevy Pro Stalker, sponsored by Farty Marty. Slam! Iron Man flips around, goes up and all over, and makes an amazing recovery. This thing always seems to land on its feet. Gonna be a tough one to eliminate. Chevy Pro Stalker keeping the hopes alive for the Hired Muscle. Roadster Bite, sponsored by Priceline Private Parts. Last car for Soylent Green, and it's been doing a pretty good job of surviving. Mustang Boss gets pushed off the track, stays level though for now. Doctor Strange for the Thunderlord, sponsored by Ellis Wurtenberger. We're back around the roster. Oh, Doctor Strange tosses Roadster Bite down the length of the track. Roadster Bite makes a nice spinning recovery and escapes. Soylent Green gonna stay in this match one more round. Nice recovery there, and it does look like Wide Body Snatchers might be in trouble here. Swamp Rat, sponsored by Carlton Hill Enterprises. Swamp Rat slams into the car, splits them apart. Doctor Strange recovers, and the Chevy Pro Stalker does not. If it doesn't get back upright again, Wide Body Snatchers will be our first eliminated team in this match. Here goes Dark Rider for the Drive-Thru Demon, sponsored by DYW Production Labs. Dark Rider forces Swamp Rat up in the air, takes its place on the track. Swamp Rat hits Iron Man and cannot make a recovery. Iron Man forcing it sideways and probably out. Copter Chase, sponsored by Jedi. Copter Chase slams into the line. That's a tight line right now. Fuel and Fire back ends coming off the track, but no other progress made right there after that big hit. Typhoon, sponsored by Ellis Wurtenberger. Typhoon pushes the line forward, a little bit of progress made, but no eliminations, and it's still pretty tight. 69 Chevelle SS396, sponsored by Mark the Music Lover. The Chevelle knocks Dark Rider out of the line and pushes the line down a little bit, but no eliminations. Power Rocket now for the ice pick, sponsored by Hendrika's Heavy Hauling. Power Rocket takes that Chevelle to town, flips it up and upside down and out. Typhoon almost gets it as well. Nice hit there by Power Rocket. A car that's got great survivability, but also a little offense as well. Speaking of offense, here comes the Assassin Solaire, sponsored by Brendan Walsh. Solaire gets under 3 vehicles on the track. They all go up in the air, and yet somehow they all survive. A nice dive underneath all these cars, even gets underneath Nitro Rider a little bit. Oh man, look at how much progress Solaire made down the track, but no damage. Here comes Spider Machine, another undercutter, sponsored by Chum. Spider Machine can't quite get under much, forces Power Rocket off the track, but Power Rocket makes a recovery, and now Spider Machine is kind of in trouble, teetering right there. Spider Machine with a chance to get under Solaire. That might have been why the Thunderlords sent it down right now. Precarious. Here comes the rescue boat with that Klingon they found in the junkyard, sponsored by Wolf of Fiber Art. Klingon overboard, the boat dumps off its cargo and goes sideways. I have a feeling it's not gonna stay like that. Klingon gets off the track this time to relative safety. Afterblast for the Demon, sponsored by Farty Marty. Afterblast shoots the boat right off the track, actually jumps over the Klingon and makes it all the way over to Iron Man, but does not make a recovery. Nice hit there by Afterblast. Here comes the hero of last season, Speed Blaster, sponsored by Chicken Rings Onion Wings. Speed Blaster plows through most of the cars on the track, somehow doesn't really do much damage to his own teammates, although Copter Chase is in trouble, and Nitro Rider looking pretty eliminated right there. Don't see any other eliminations. Oh, Afterblast is in trouble as well, sideways. Here comes Thor for the Thunderlord, sponsored by Judy Collins. Thor slams into Speed Blaster, but can only push it forward, can't do a whole lot more. Nice hit though. And the Thunderlords still had 5 left. They're gonna have to hit their own car here. It's Spider-Man, sponsored by Mark the Music Lover. A nice safe hit right there. Speed Blaster drives off the track. Thor is not damaged by his own teammate. And that is going to be the end of round 3. Scanning the field, looks like we're going to lose 6 cars in this round. And our first team in this main event. 3 rounds and only 1 team eliminated. Not too bad. Let's take a look at the aftermath. Soylent Green, Oops, All Boats, and Metal Machines are all down to 1. Crimson and Drive-Thru Demons down to 2. The Wide Body Snatchers gave it their all, but they are out of this main event. Hired Muscle down to 1. Thunderlord still at 5. Massive Transit steady at 3. And the Ice Picks also steady at 2. We're gonna hop right into round 4, starting out traditionally with the Thunderlords. Captain America, can anybody stop this team? It certainly seems like they are going places right now in this match. But no matter how well you're doing in Junkyard Joust, it can always turn around. Here comes Fuel and Fire for Massive Transit. Fuel and Fire, nice big hit on the back of Captain America, but it just bounces the line backwards. And now Iron Man's gonna take a shot. Iron Man hits Fuel and Fire, stops dead on the track, pushes the rest of the cars up to the front. Taxi next up. Taxi boots Iron Man up and completes the line. Iron Man usually likes to get off the track by now. Surprised it's been able to stay on. Skull Crusher up next for the Ice Picks. No damage there from Skull Crusher. 18 cars left in this match. I'm surprised at how far they are backing up. This happens in main events from time to time, but maybe not when there's 18 cars left. Mustang Boss heavy enough to cause some trouble here. Last survivor for the Muscle. Mustang Boss plows into the line and it breaks. Finally, Taxi knocked off and upside down. Skull Crusher manages to stay upright for now, and Iron Man scoots off to safety as usual. Sea Rescue Boat.
This is Baby Cookie, and I'm here to talk to you about.
Sea Rescue Boat launches off the back of the Mustang Boss. Cookie flipping and flying, actually hits the Mustang Boss and then gets off the track. Nice job there, Cookie, getting off the track. And also a good recovery by the Sea Rescue Boat. Metal Machines is at the Last Chance Saloon with Typhoon. Typhoon, nice hit there. Doesn't do any damage, but also doesn't eliminate itself, and that's important. Roadster Bite, also the last one for Soylent Green, but has been for a while. Roadster Bite does a nice job right there. May have just ended the Metal Machine's chance in this match. A good hit and then gets off the back of Mustang Boss and stays safe. Roadster Bite putting on a good show for Soylent Green, who has been devastated in this match. Dr. Strange. And in a strange twist of fate, Roadster Bite, who I was just talking about, now gets tossed up in the air and goes sideways. There is still a chance of a recovery here. Roadster Bite not in an impossible position, but man, that could be it for Soylent Green. Copter chase. Copter chase. Whoa, I don't even know what happened there. Cars are flying everywhere. Copter chase goes up on the back of Fuel and Fire. Tries to drive over it, and that was a bad idea. Now Copter chase is sideways. Look at all the damage here. Copter chase takes out Mustang Boss and the hopes of Hired Muscle in this contest, but Dr. Strange managed to survive. Still no eliminations for the Thunderlords. Here comes more damage. Solaire tries to get under Fuel and Fire, but actually can't do it for some reason. Does it almost on the secondary bounce. Back into Fuel and Fire now, getting off the track. Final hope for the Demons, Dark Rider. Dark Rider cruises into Solaire, pushes it under Fuel and Fire, and now Fuel and Fire is getting tipsy. That's gonna be a tough position. Fuel and Fire can probably recover from that, but it's definitely not an ideal situation. Power Rocket. Power Rocket slams into Dark Rider. Dark Rider not really feeling it. Goes curbside, but is doing fine otherwise. And Fuel and Fire sliding. Fuel and Fire in trouble. Spider Machine. Spider Machine tries to take out Power Rocket. Cannot do it. Dark Rider also recovering. Fuel and Fire has been tossed off the track and is sideways. This is a devastating loss for the Massive Transit. They only have Speed Blaster remaining. Speed Blaster plows into the line and tries to eliminate Solaire and Spider Machine. Might have done it for Spider Machine, but Solaire too crafty and makes a nice recovery. Spider Machine definitely in trouble there. Did you see this though? Roadster Bite over on the side recovered, I think a couple of hits ago. I didn't even notice it. Thor, oh, that was a nasty hit. Speed Blaster tossed up in the air. The entire vehicle. Wow, impressive smash right there. We are looking at the end of our champions from last season if they do not recover here. Spider-Man's gonna be their last chance to stay in this match. Final car of the round. Spider-Man finishes the job. Massive Transit, unbelievable. Speed Blaster eliminated, and last season's champions utterly defeated. Absolute devastation here on the field. It's just sad when a former champion is taken down in the main event, doesn't even get back to the championship. Taking a look at the aftermath, Soylent Green still in this. Oops All Boats as well. Crimson still at 2. Drive-Thru down to 1. Metal Machines eliminated. Thunderlords finally showing a crack in the armor with the loss of Spider Machine. Ice Picks down to 2. Wide Body Snatchers and Massive Transit out of the match. We're heading into round 5 with 3 teams having been eliminated just in that round. 6 teams left. Captain America starting us off for the Thunderlords. They lost one, but they are still dominating this competition. Skullcrusher didn't do so great for the Ice Picks in the qualifiers. Doing pretty good now, though. Of course, you know what happens when I say stuff like that. So far, though, Skullcrusher looking good. Iron Man up now for the Crashers. They have to be pleased with the addition of this motorcycle to their team. Nice hit there. Actually takes down Skullcrusher and then gets off the track. A dynamite move. A quick elimination and then an escape. Wow, Crimson looking good right now. Roadster Bite had a close call last round. And it just smacks, rather slaps Skullcrusher all the way across the track. And Skullcrusher had a chance at recovering right there, but couldn't do it. That's gonna be it for that vehicle. Dark Rider. Roadster Bite gets smacked in the rear by Dark Rider, ends up pulling it back in though on the track, and now Dark Rider's curbside. Another tough to take down vehicle, Sea Rescue Boat.
About something that is very important. Riptide is fluff.
Sea Rescue Boat, sort of a smallish hit, but Cookie still flies back. Oh, didn't get off the track this time, though. Cookie's gonna have to take a hit. Hopefully she won't end up in the swamp like she did that one time. Dr. Strange gonna make the hit on Cookie and the boat. And Cookie handles herself nicely, just flying up to the front of the crates, not going too far away. Roadster Bite and Dark Rider are fighting for space on the track right now. Power Rocket. Power Rocket boosts into Dr. Strange. Dr. Strange, oof, that's close. Dr. Strange is gonna have to try to get his tires back on the ground on the next hit. Solaire hasn't been doing a lot of damage so far in this half of the match, and as I speak, Dr. Strange gets completely eliminated. Solaire finally does some damage. 4 cars affected by that run, actually 5 really, and all of them survive except Dr. Strange, and that's gonna keep all those teams in the match. Thunderlord's the only team to take damage on that hit, and really the only team that could afford it. All that's left in the round now, the 2 Thunderlords vehicles, Thor and Spider-Man. Thor's up first. Tries to take out Solaire, can't get any luck with that. Spider-Man's gonna try to pound Thor into the assassin. And no luck there either. Kind of a slow, inoffensive hit. And that is gonna do it for round 5. We lost 2 cars in this round. No teams eliminated. All 6 still in it. Taking a look at the aftermath, Crimson still at 2, everybody else over here at 1. Thunderlords down to 3 now, still leading in this match, and the Ice Picks lost 1, and they're just gonna be left with Power Rocket heading into round 6. Thunderlord suddenly deciding to change it up right here. Not exactly sure why they decided to do that, but Spider-Man is going down first. Maybe they're hoping that Captain America can cause some damage when he goes down the track. Crimson, of course, starting out with Iron Man, saving the undercutter for later. Iron Man slams into Spider-Man. Spider-Man eliminated by Iron Man. Wow, that's tough right there. They were such good friends, but not anymore. Here comes Dark Rider. Dark Rider could be another sort of superhero, it seems like. Dark Rider pops Iron Man off the track. Nice hop right there. Iron Man wobbles and manages to stay upright. That could have been worse if Iron Man had landed over by the tires or next to the crates. Sea Rescue Boat.
This disease of God.
Sea Rescue Boat just flops off the back of Dark Rider and gets turned over sideways. Wow, that's a tough loss right there. If the boat stays like that, Oops All Boats could be in trouble. Sea Rescue Boat made it to the finals last season. In trouble now. Roadster Bite. Roadster Bite tries to take out Dark Rider, but doesn't do it. In fact, just forces Dark Rider into the Sea Rescue Boat. And look at that, just enough of a knock for Sea Rescue Boat to bring it back and save their team from elimination. Time for Power Rocket. Power Rocket undercuts Roadster Bite, and that is a definitive elimination right there. I'm not seeing any coming back from that. Soylent Green made a good last stand, but they just couldn't recover from their initial problems, and they are out of this match. Captain America coming down now. Let's see if it pays off. Captain America knocks Power Rocket around, but Power Rocket is great at surviving this late in a match when there's not that much traffic. Makes a nice recovery and tries to back away. And now Captain America's got to survive a hit from Solaire. Solaire, ooh, man, it was close. Evil Weevil gets knocked off the track. Captain America, though, is definitely in trouble. And now we're going to see if this strategy was a good move or not. Thor, got to be really careful here. Could take out his own teammate. Oh, wow, that was close. That was close, and that could have been a disaster, but Thunderlords are saved by the weight of Captain America, and they are still going to lose one in this round, and we're also going to lose Soylent Green. Let's take a look at the aftermath. And we're going to say goodbye to Soylent Green. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board. I wonder if Creature is going to want to stay on this team. Get the feeling he's probably not gonna. Thunderlords lose Spider-Man. They're down to 2, even with Crimson Crashers, and Ice Picks still at 1. Round 7, here we go. Things are getting tense. Iron Man starting us off. Finally, a non-Thunderlords team starting us off in the running order. Now that Crimson and Thunder each have 2 cars, the randomness decides who goes first. Thunderlords not making the same mistake. Again, Captain America going down first. Captain America, good hit on Iron Man, but Iron Man just refuses to stay down. It's gonna take a bit of a miracle to eliminate Iron Man from this match. Sea Rescue Boat.
Thousands of men every hour.
Cookie seeing a lot of extra action in this match, getting to ride down on the Sea Rescue Boat every single time. And the Sea Rescue Boat makes a nice bump and recover. Dark Rider. Dark Rider sends Cookie flying over into the junkyard, over by the station there. Cookie bounces back and actually lands right next to the Klingon, and she's just gonna hang out there for now. I think she needs a little bit of rest. That was a pretty hard hit. Cookie's a tough baby, but even a tough baby needs a rest now and then. Little nap. Power Rocket. Power Rocket knocks Dark Rider off the track, cannot eliminate it. No eliminations yet in this round. If anybody's gonna get eliminations, it's gonna be this car. Solaire tries to assassinate Power Rocket, can't do it, but manages to get under Captain America this time, and Captain America flips over, done, over, nice and easy, and that's another elimination for the Thunderlords. If it sticks, they're just down to Thor, and now Thor's gotta stay alive. Thor cannot rescue Captain America, can also not take out Solaire. Wow, Thunderlords stayed at 5 for so many rounds, and now they've been gradually whittled down into just 1. Taking a look at the aftermath, these 5 teams are still alive. Crimson now on top with 2 left, everybody else at 1. And there is Cookie, yep, taking the prescribed nap that I suggested. She's taken a lot of hits today. Round 8, here we go. Things are getting crazy. Crimson starting off with Iron Man as per usual. Iron Man just gets right off the track, uses those big wheels to escape. And wow, you can't eliminate a vehicle when it just leaves the track like that. So Crimson survives another round. Here comes Thor. Thor slots into place. This is dangerous. Thor, gotta be careful here. Without the protection of Captain America, Thunderlord's looking pretty vulnerable right now. Power Rocket has a chance to finish them off. Power Rocket slams into Thor and uses the safety barrier as a wedge. Knocks it over upside down. Thor is upside down, but still on the track, and there's a definite chance that Thor could come back from this. If not, it is gonna be a tragedy. Sea Rescue Boat with no Cookie. Sea Rescue Boat bounces off a Power Rocket and just further cinches the deal. Thor still upside down. Very little chance of survival here. Dark Rider. Dark Rider hits the back of Power Rocket, also bounces off, but does not flip over, stays alive for the moment. Crimson is in an ideal place in this match right now. Solaire coming down last. Solaire strikes, 3 cars affected. Thor finished off. Power Rocket survives, a nice landing there. It was a close one for Dark Rider, a twist, and managed to get off of Sea Rescue Boat and survive it. Solaire backing down the track and surveying the damage. The mighty Thor has fallen, and with him, the Thunderlords are eliminated from the main event. There's just 4 teams left. Crimson is looking unstoppable. Everybody else at 1. Here we go with round 9. One more team has to get eliminated. Iron Man starting us off. If more than one team gets eliminated in a round, we will go to the points to see who makes it out of the main event. Sea Rescue Boat up for Oops All Boats. Sea Rescue Boat, wow, that was a nice hit right there, and Iron Man goes tumbling, but as expected, wobbles and does not fall down. Power Rocket now got a chance to try to take out that boat. Ooh, no luck there. That boat is too wily, manages to land it right side up. Power Rocket tries to knock Evil Weevil off, almost succeeds. And now Power Rocket's gonna take a hit from Dark Rider. Dark Rider slams into Power Rocket and then just gets off the track, uses Iron Man's strategy. Drive Through Demons, a brand new team, and they are definitely still in this match, maybe going to the finals if they can just stay alive. Solaire. Solaire tries to knock out Power Rocket, but Power Rocket excels at moments like this. You can knock him around as much as you want, but Power Rocket just loves to be out in an open field where it can make a recovery just like that. No eliminations in round 9, so round 10 is going to be an increased speed round. Cars will be going down the track faster, and yeah, you're going to see some weird stuff happen like that move from Iron Man, which ends up being just fine. And a recovery, like I said, Crimson, going to be tough to eliminate. Let's see how Dark Rider handles it. Dark Rider hits the track buffer, can't quite get all the way off the track, and that could be something Dark Rider will regret. Sea Rescue Boat gets a chance to take it out. Sea Rescue Boat just succeeds in knocking Dark Rider off the track and then locking it in as best it can. Power Rocket gets another shot at that boat. And a shovel of a hit knocks the boat off the track, but Sea Rescue Boat makes a nice recovery, very similar to how Iron Man makes recoveries. And now Crimson gets to take a shot at Power Rocket. The increased speeds do not prove devastating for anyone in this situation. Power Rocket just spins around, laughs it off, and lands right side up. All these competitors surviving the increased speed round with flying colors, literally. So that means we're gonna increase the speeds even more in round 11. Here we go, Iron Man up first. Iron Man does not stay on the track, no surprise there. Bobbles all over the place and lands right side up. If Crimson makes it to the finals and they can keep Iron Man alive until this point in the finals, I think they might have a winner. Power Rocket is not afraid of high speeds. Power Rocket loves this open field, hits the crates, bounces off and flips over. That is the champion caliber performance we've been waiting to see from this car for quite some time. If the Indigo Ice Picks want back into the finals, that's the way to do it right there. Sea Rescue Boat at the double increased speeds. Sea Rescue Boat bounces off the crates and makes another fantastic recovery. It flips sideways, the antennas prevent it from going over completely, and then it just plops back up. Dark Rider. Dark Rider hits the safety rail at full speed, bounces way back, goes partially up the track, gonna come back down again, and now he's gotta survive a hit from the assassin at this massive amount of speed. Solaire heaves the Dark Rider into the air. Dark Rider flips and bounces and makes another astounding recovery. That car is looking pretty promising right now. And yet again, no eliminations in the round. Well, say goodbye to Evil Weevil, everybody. There will be no track buffer in the next round. Round 12 will be no holds barred. This first main event is feeling more and more like the finals every second. Iron Man, wow, did you see that? Going up in the air, bouncing off the crates, landing, turning around, and going back down the track. Wow, just showing off at this point, going up to a height of 8 on that jump. Crimson just kind of giggling. Feels like they cannot be touched right now. Power Rocket, though, also not afraid of no holds barred. Been through it before. Power Rocket slams into that motorcycle and Iron Man goes over in the corner. That is a deadly place for that thing, but it barely manages to make a recovery. Wow. I guess if you want to eliminate Iron Man, that's how you're going to do it right there. Dark Rider. Dark Rider slams into Power Rocket. Power Rocket does not go off the track. We've actually got 2 cars lined up in no holds barred. That's unexpected. Sea Rescue Boat. Sea Rescue Boat, nice jump right there off the back of Dark Rider, goes ahead of all the rest of the cars, lands on the track, and then decides that's not a good place to stay, and bounces right off. Oof, wow, that was close, but stayed far enough away from that track that he was able to recover. Solaire slices and dices. 2 eliminations on that hit. Dark Rider and Power Rocket. Power Rocket pushed up against the crates and can't make his trademark recovery, and Dark Rider just cannot make a recovery at all. Flips over upside down. Solaire does the damage, and Solaire just ended this no holds barred round and the match. But who is going to move on to the finals? Well, I can tell you for sure it's going to be the Crimson Crashers and Oops All Boats, but we are going to take a look at the point totals to see who had more cars alive longer Interesting. Despite being eliminated earlier in the match, the Thunderlords had 80 points because they had so many cars alive for so long. But because the Thunderlords were eliminated earlier in the match, it doesn't matter how many points they have right now, they can't be our third team to move on. It's going to go to the Indigo Ice Picks with 79 points over the Drive-Thru Demons. They held on, and they're going to be going to the finals. Drive-Thru Demons certainly not out of it yet, though. There will be one fourth-place wild-card team that's going to get into the finals. This depends on who has the most points after all the main events are said and done. A disappointing result for the Thunderlords. They showed a lot of teamwork and spirit in this match, but it wasn't enough. They'll be back, though, I bet, next season. Oops, all boats, Crimson Crashers, and the Indigo Ice Picks are moving on to the finals. Next main event, Jetstreak return, as well as Lamelt and the Undercurrent. Guaranteed to be an eventful match. Become a patron now and support this show. There's some great rewards over there for you if you do, and I'm going to be coming up with some new ones very soon. I also posted a behind-the-scenes video on how I use dice to decide some of the random decisions in Junkyard Joust. So head on over there and check it out. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next time on the Joust.